Ayla, Sanda. Welcome to my channel. This week I am doing one on energy balls, what they are, how we make them and why. Enjoy. Light of the world, light of life, light within. Hi guys, Tuva here. Hope you're all doing really well. And first of all, I'd like to thank any new subscribers. And for those that are coming back, thank you so much. And for those that are always with me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This week I am doing a video on energy balls. Now, I'm not talking about the energy balls you buy to eat. Energy balls are something that you should really know about if you are working the magical aspects, the occultist, the witch, the seer, the medium even. Energy is something that is all around us. We all need the energy to survive on this plane. And I've got this here today to give you a focus, because it's very difficult when you're starting to be able to visualize an energy ball. Now, you could use one of these, which you can get quite easily from the shop. They're very good. They're the moon lamps, but you can get one of these to use in many ways other than just a lamp. And this is one of the ways that you can do this, to visualize an energy ball. The size and the shape, the illuminative aspect of it, it's all eye candy for the brain, and it aids you in being able to make an energy ball, make a ball of magic, because that's what it is. It is energy, which is power, which is all around us, as I just said. Now I'll put that back here for now. And what I want to talk about, and it starts off with a very early principle of magic, is to know your power, to know where you can get it from. Now, a lot of people use different methods. Obviously, there are different ways of doing it. I myself use the Chakra System because the hands are very powerful. The hands have chakras in them, and so that is why, for example, if somebody's not feeling very happy and you put your arm around them, they feel that someone cares, and that is to do with the energy leaving your hands through the chakras, and the energy of the compassion that you feel is a thought form, and it goes through your hands into the person. And it is the same if a child falls over and you go ah, and you give them a cuddle. It's the same thing. It's a response to that energy. It's not the fact that you've done something, it's the fact that the energy was there through your thought. When you look around you, everything you think is power. Every word you speak or utter is power. That is why there's so much negativity on the earth. The reason is that people are thinking up what I like to call thought balls. Thought balls are something that somebody makes from their thoughts or their feelings, and it's sent out to the world because they have no control over it. A thought form or a thought ball is something that can be aimed at other people and can do a lot of damage. My saying right from the beginning when I was training was, thought made word, made deed. And the reason for that is when you do a magic spell, what do? You think about it, you speak it out, and as it is done. So how much more when you are creating an energy ball? So first of all, an energy ball is a substance that we draw from a power. And a lot of people think that they use their inner power. You can do it that way, but it's not advisable. It will drain you because you are taking that out of your own life force to make the ball. That is not how you do it. You have to get your power from another source and bring it into your being before allowing it to come through into your hands. Well, the power can stem from, again, the chakra system. In the chakra system we have there's hundreds of chakras within the body, but we are only going to use the ones that we need because that is too much to take on board. So what do I mean by that? The crown is the main one because you're bringing that energy through the top of your head. That energy is also brought in through the feet. So we want the head and we want the feet. Where does it go from there? Well, the best place ever, and that is the heart. And why? Because the heart is where you merge your feelings. It's similar to the solar plexus, but the solar plexus is the center gut feeling, whereas the heart nurtures. So how do we do it? Now, before you start any of this, you need to have an intent. The intent has to be what you want that energy to be doing. Is there something that you really want to achieve? Is there someone you want to help? Or is it just you need some extra energy yourself? There are many ways we can use energy balls. We've also got to remember there are negative energy balls all around us that other people unwittingly have made and sent out into the world. So we have to be aware of this situation before we do ours. So the first thing you would do is to do a protection around yourself. All these things come in time, but for those that have been practicing for a long time, you will have your own established ways of protection. There are many ways to draw in energy as well. Every part of energy is universal energy. It is the life force that makes the planet tick, makes us tick, makes everything tick. So we can use it, and there is no limit upon how much you use. All I would advise is not to do it so much that you build too much energy within yourself, for that will make you feel unwell. It will keep you up at night. You won't be able to eat or drink properly. You will know if you have done too much. So step one, we protect ourselves. Also have a drink of water. So that's point 1 and point 2. Point 3, have an intent already in your mind. It's no good creating an energy ball if that energy ball has no use, because they are the one thing that will help our magic. It will help whatever it is we want or need and help us to attain it. So the intent is very important. It's also very important, I feel, to name your energy ball so that you know, and it's only you that knows that name. Do not let anybody know the name of your energy, for they can then tap into it and use it to their devices, and you don't know what they are. It is your personal energy ball, and so you must look after it. Like puppet dolls, you need to give it a time frame of how long you want it to last. In fact, you are actually creating a thought form, which is a life form. Some people who are very, very proficient at being magi, they can create energy beams of people, energy beams of animals, of whatever creature they want, and they can give it a life term. They can get it to serve, to do their will, to go out into the world and do what they have bid them to do. There is no limitations. You get powerful enough, you can send what you want, for the mind is a very powerful thing. We don't use hardly any of our brain, and because of this we limit ourselves. So again, the intent, naming your energy. Once you have a name, and this is before you've done anything, you have given it the time frame. The intent has to be spoken out and into the energy ball, and you will then tell the energy what your time frame is, and what your intent is, and what you want to see achieved. Then you have time to get yourself into the right frame of mind. Now there are ways of doing that too. You can open up with your chakra system, which I have got videos on. Once they're open, you are open for work, basically, spiritually. You can even ask your guides and helpers and deity to give you the right way to do these things so that you get a good outcome. But normally you don't need to do all that. All you need is to be focused, protected, and of the right frame of mind and intent. Then comes the great part. Learning to visualize is very important. So visualization is something, a technique that you will need to be able to do. Some people find it very, very difficult to attain a vision or think about something and see it. You can do it another way, and that would be to feel it. If you're a person that likes to touch and feel, you might be better off thinking, how would it feel, this energy ball? And start to feel the energy ball as you bring it into your consciousness. We've all got this power within us. All creatures have. What we have to remember is, and this goes for everyday life as well, my friends, powerful thoughts are powerful. Words are powerful. Words have a big effect on others around you. So, you may ask, how do we go about it? But before we do that, I want to talk about why we do it and what does it actually achieve. Well, there are many pointers on this too. You can use an energy ball to guard your property. You can use an energy ball to guard yourself against anything that you don't want. You can push a person away with energy if you've got a problem with a friend that you don't want to see anymore, or someone that's been doing damage to your life. You can use an energy ball in the correct way to stop them, and they won't know why, but they will feel that they don't want to come near you, and that is part of using energy. Energy is also used for healing, and that includes animals and plants and the world. You can use energy balls to help Mother Earth. You can use them to aid your health, your vitality. They have a long list of things that you can actually use them for. And so they are a very important part of being in the magical system of things. As occultists or witches or seers, we have a responsibility to use it wisely. but also to use it, because this is our gifting. This is what makes us who we are, because we can tap in to the magical. We can use energy, a bit like in a film with Harry Potter, you know, the wand. We don't get that, but we can see it in our imagination. And guys, imagination is the key, because without an imagination there is no energy ball. What I mean by that is that we need a vivid imagination to be able to visualize and to recreate what we want to see happen. Like when you're doing spell work, you need to visualize the outcome, the before and the after, to see a result in your magic. And the reason for that is it's thought. Thought is the power behind the energy. Without the thought, there is no energy. So think about that when you're doing this, because at the end of the day, you want to see a result. Now what I'm going to do now is take you through how to do it. So I want you to all have a nice drink of water. What is an energy ball to you? Think about what it means to you. The colour, for example. What colour can you visualise which is easier to visualise than other colours? It doesn't have to be white. It can be any colour you want it to be. So you could pick blue or pink or rainbow. You could even see it as a mist. This is why I say to you, you need a very good, vivid imagination. To recreate something from your mind has to be something that you can relate to. So if you're a person that likes things that are not firm, you could imagine like a mist. For people that like to feel firm, imagine a ball. It's entirely up to you how you go about it. So what we need to do, once you've got all this sorted, a nice drink of water, sit down and be really comfortable. Now, you know your intent, you know what it is you're wanting to do. So the next thing you do, you need to draw up the energy. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it and out through the mouth. In through the nose. Hold it and out through the mouth. Now this isn't a path working, friends, or a meditation. It's just a way to get air into your body and to calm you down and to give you good thought forms. So now you're in a quieter place. You're in a place where you can now start to think about what it is you want. But the first thing we need to do is to draw the energy. Now today I'm going to tell you the first step is to draw the energy up through the earth. Now it might be easier for you to imagine roots coming out through the earth and entering the soles of your feet. It might also be beneficial for you to have no shoes or anything on your feet, so that they are bare and they can be upon the ground. Then you need to take deep breaths in, and with each breath draw those roots up through your feet and feel them, not see them, feel them coming up your legs. And with each breath in, see them coming up, and they are getting further up the body. You may start to get a tingling or a coldness or a heat, but whatever it is, it proves that the energy is coming into you. If you can't feel anything, start it again. Keep starting it until you start to feel the energy. And once you start to feel it, every breath, draw it in till it comes up to your heart. Now I want you to think about the universal energy, the white energy from the universe. See a pinprick of light of the universal energy and see it coming down at a fast speed, and it's coming down, and it's coming down, and it affects the top of your head. You can feel it, not see it once it's here. You just know you can feel that energy. It's like a bubbling sensation, but it's like electricity, and you feel almost excited as it enters into your mind, and you feel it every breath. Now you draw that energy down, and as it comes down, you will feel it. You will feel all sorts of feelings. Could be emotional, could be a feeling of coldness or heat or tingling. It comes down and you finally get it to your heart. Now see those energies pass the heart and enter the parts they never came into, so that it is continuously rotating around your body. Now we visualize this and we feel this for a little while. We need to build it up, each breath stronger and stronger and much stronger. Now you've got to the point where you know you are filled with deep energy, and this is the time that we then start to visualize what we want, what colour the ball will be, what we want it for, and then we focus that energy from our heart and we feel it arrive in our hands. It will feel like a tingling and a warmth, and to start with it will feel really strange. To do this, rub your hands. Some people rub them, some people don't. You don't have to do it a lot. It's just to get it flowing, because the chakras are open, and this is why you can feel it. When you hold your hands like this, hold them together till you can feel the tingling and the heat. And now slowly go like this, and you will feel something. It will feel sometimes soft, fluffy and warm, but you will feel like it is pushing your hands out. You're not pushing your hands out. The ball of energy that you are creating is pushing your hands out, because you are pushing that energy into it with your mind without realizing. You are like blowing a balloon up or putting water into a bowl. You are filling this energy ball, and as you notice, the hands will start to get wider and wider. Now when you get to a point that you think, because it will start to feel heavy, you will know you are holding a complete energy ball. So you are holding your energy ball. Now I'm going to hold this because this will give you a focus to focus on. Okay, you are holding your energy ball. So what do you do next? The first thing you do is welcome your energy ball, and you can speak it out or say it within. So I'm going to speak to my energy ball and tell it how wonderful it is. Oh, wondrous ball of energy that has been created through my thought and now becoming my word. I am naming you today. Now think your name, for you don't want anybody knowing it. And then once you've said that in your mind, your purpose is, and you will tell it your purpose. Now, my purpose is for healing. My purpose is to heal those who are around me at this particular time that need the healing. I give you the power of life this day for 24 hours. I give you time to reach those who need it. I send my thoughts to you of how I wish the healings to be. And I now send you to do my will this day. Healing power in my ball of light. I send you out with love and light to aid those who need this healing power, to grant them assistance in their hour. I now release this energy ball to those in need. And at this point, you have to be able to let go of the energy. The best way is to see in your mind's eye the ball lifting out of your hands. And as you visualize this, your hands will feel lighter. And so you start to breathe again, breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, you see the ball lifting away from your hands. And the more you breathe out, the more it will lift away from your hands. And then you can either throw your hands at it, or blow on it, or just say go. Whatever feels correct for you, do it now. Go. It is done. Now, do not think about that energy ball at all, for it will stop it working. You need to forget it. It is gone. And that is the end of the work you're doing with that energy ball. You must think of other things now. Get your mind away from it. You've done what you can. You've done the intent and you've secured it. And like magic spells, you have to forget what you've done now and let it do its work. And it will do its work, believe me. And that is how you create an energy ball and use it for your intent, for the world and for people and for animals and for plants. Why do we do it? Because we are witches. Because we are magi or occultists. We want to help people. We have the power within us, and we have been put here to aid others as well as ourselves. Never forget yourself, because you need power sometimes. You need energy and healings. But for those who are here to aid others, energy balls are very important. They aid our work in many ways and allow us to progress with our magic. So now you have done it. We know how to do it, we know why we do it, and the reasons behind it. We know how to protect ourselves, we know, and it is a progressive thing. You need to be able to do it so it comes like a natural thing. In the end, you won't have to think about what you're doing, you'll just get on and do it. It can be misused, and I won't say it isn't misused, because there are some out there that will misuse them, and they will use them to their benefit in a nasty way, and it can be very powerful, and I would not suggest anybody do that, because it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it, guys. At the end of the day, we are responsible for what we do, and I'm going to leave that bit there. So I hope this has helped you a bit. I have got another video on here that talks about energy balls, but I wanted to do more in depth on how and why and what. And also I did have a request from one of my subscribers who is always there for me. So this is for you, Robert. I hope you got something from it, and if you have got any questions, don't hesitate, ask them, write them down in the comments, and I will always get back to you. And to those that have enjoyed this content, please think about subscribing and pressing the notification button. I would appreciate it, the channel would appreciate it, and yeah, more people will get to hear about it. So if you've enjoyed it, think about it anyway, and then you won't miss anything. And I hope you're all well and you're all okay. And going to leave it there now, guys. So wherever you are, whatever time of day, night or evening it may be, I wish you the best ever. House of Woodland.